Hi.
Hello to all my friends from Cook Plant and Decor. Welcome to my house. Here is,
Nathan.
there is my dad. And I'm Idania. And today we are making a pepper steak. But before we start to cook and share my recipe with you, I want to do my chicken broth. Oh, sorry, my beef 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 broth. Okay, see you in a minute. Do you like my flower? Yeah. One, it look like match with my blouse, so I wear it. Okay, first things I did was to trim my tenderloin steak, and with the fat I also cut some small section of the meat, which I am using for my broth. I have 1/3 of my instant pot filled with hot water where I'm adding the few pieces of the meat. Remember, this is just for flavor. We are not eating this meat. Add 1 tablespoon of dry oregano, 2 to 3 whole garlic cloves slightly mashed, and half red onion. Cover the instant pot meat. Okay, my friends, get a sharp knife because we are going to cut the strips for our pepper steak. Here I have half kilo of the tenderloin steak. Cut thin slices like the one I'm going to show you now. Remember to cut the slices again the grain. Let's cut our long and thin strips. And this is the way you should do it. Remember, your knife needs to be very sharp. Okay, and this is how our strips should look. This recipe needs your hands to be clean, so wash them whenever they get messy with the ingredients. Now we are going to season our steak, and we are using mostly dry seasoning. 1 tablespoon of paprika, 2 teaspoons of parsley flakes, 1 teaspoon of ground cumin, 1 tablespoon of black pepper, 2 tablespoons of steak and meat seasoning. I am using this brand from Chef Merito because it has a very rich flavor and it is not salty. My next ingredient is 1 tablespoon of Tex Joy steak seasoning for more flavor but also salt. If you can't find these two specific steak seasoning, please feel free to be creative and use any other steak seasoning that you already know and give it a try. But I can assure you that this combination I used was a perfect blend for my steak. 1 tablespoon of hot pepper flakes. I am adding a perfect pinch of 1 tablespoon of garlic and herbs. If you don't have this seasoning, garlic powder will do the work. I'm using a combination of 1 tablespoon of baking soda and 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar for tenderness. 1 teaspoon of dry oregano leaf. Okay, now wash your hands and get ready to give a good massage to the steak in order to allow all the flavor mixed together and make the perfect steak seasoning. When we are done marinating the steak, we will let it rest for 1 hour. While the steak is marinating, we are going to start our sofrito or saute. We will need 4 garlic cloves, peeled, slice, chop, and mince. Next, we are going to cut some onions. That will be half white onion and half red onion. Both will be chopped in small cubes. Cheers! Salud! You know why he's coming now? To drink some coffee. Who made the coffee today? If my dad wasn't in the kitchen, who made the coffee? My daughter. On medium heat, place a large pan, add 2 tablespoons of olive oil, onions and garlic, and saute for 5 minutes. Okay, remember always add onions first and then garlic because you don't want any burning garlic flavor in your steak. If you notice, I actually place the garlic on top of the onion. That way, the garlic will stay fresh until I start stirring it. Remove onion and garlic from the pan. Set the heat to high. When the oil is hot, add the steak carefully. The original pepper steak recipe uses more oil, but I'm trying to make it as healthy as I can. So I did not add more oil, but it's up to you. Start stirring until the steak changes color from bright uncooked pinkish to brown. Okay, when our steak look like this, that all the pinkish color has gone and is only brown, at this point, we're going to turn down the heat to medium. Add one ripe tomato chopped in a small cube. The tomato is our first twist for this recipe. Next, we are adding the onion and garlic from our sofrito. And here our second twist. Half cup of tomato sauce. 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. Stir until all the ingredients mix together with the steak. Add 2 cups of our homemade beef broth. Remember, I didn't add any salt to my broth. Cover the pan and let it simmer for 30 minutes on medium heat. In 15 minutes, I will check what's going on in my pot. I will check if it have too little or too much liquid. I will check flavor also. Never forget your food while it's cooking. Keep checking. While the steak is cooking, we are going to prepare the second star of our dish, the peppers. I am using red, yellow, and orange peppers. Cut the peppers in long strips, matching the length of the steak strips. I am also adding half red onion. And last but not least, I am adding a large carrot, also cut in long strips. I don't want to show it in my video, but it will cut the same way that you are cutting the peppers and the onion. Green onions is a perfect addition to the dish. I didn't have much at that time, but you can add more for sure. Smell wonderful in my house. It's been 30 minutes and the beef is all tender and juicy. It is time to add the peppers, carrots, and onion. First, I add in the carrots. It's time to add the peppers and the onion and let it simmer for 5 minutes on medium high. No, it's more important than food. After 5 minutes, the last touch, the green onions. And the pepper steak is ready for serving. For this recipe, visit my website, Cook, Plant and Decor, where you can find all the details of this recipe and much more. Okay, let's try our pepper steak Caribbean style. I have to tell you guys, this is amazing. The meat is tender, it's still very juicy, and our twist of the tomato and the tomato sauce, it gives a special touch. And remember, I put some baking soda for the tenderness. I'm telling you, it works. So you can use it in your recipe. Please like and subscribe. See you next time. Bye.